This comment came in last night. I'm also stuck, even though I practice every day and I know a lot of words. I also practice speaking, but it seems I don't remember any of those words. They're not there when I need them. Although I have solid comprehension because of the words I know, and I'm grateful for that, but I can't use the words I know. Notice she practices every day. She knows a lot of words. She understands English clearly, and yet when she opens her mouth, nothing comes. If that sounds familiar, listen carefully, because this is not a vocabulary problem. It's a retrieval problem. And most English teaching, without meaning to, makes it worse. If English feels fine in your head, but collapses the moment someone looks at you, if the words disappear as soon as there's pressure, you are not broken. You're not bad at languages. You were trained for the wrong task. Most learners are told the same thing. Learn more words. Revise your grammar. Practice more. So they work harder. They study longer. They collect more information. And still, when it matters, they freeze. Because real English doesn't ask you to remember. It asks you to react. Let's dive deeper into this. In real conversation at the office or in class, do you have time to search your memory for a perfect sentence? Of course not. You're interrupted. You're emotional. You're unsure. Or you're in a hurry. And the brain does something cruel. It locks. Not because you don't know English, but because you've never trained English in context. Most of us learned English like this: list of words, grammar rules, exercises on paper, learn the parts, memorize them, repeat them, and hope fluency would appear one day. For many people, it never did. That system teaches you about English without ever teaching you how to exist inside it. You can know the grammar but still get blocked when someone disagrees with you. And you can know the vocabulary and still go silent when the conversation turns. That's not failure. That's poor training. Let's think about it. Language is not a theoretical thing. It's situational. It's social. It's emotional. You don't possess a language. You use it with people in moments under pressure. Without context, language stays passive. It's like reading about how to make a sandwich versus preparing and eating one. Context is what forces you to choose words in real time, to manage emotion, to handle silence, to adjust when things go wrong. That's where English stops being information and starts becoming action. I see this every week with my students. For some of them, meeting me is the first real interaction they've ever had with a native speaker. Not because I'm special, but because suddenly they have to respond. And response creates friction, hesitation, self-doubt, silence, having to contend with someone from a different culture. Recently, my students sat their C1 speaking exam. Strong students, serious preparation. After 15 minutes of speaking, they said, "Sir, that was the hardest English exam we have ever done." Not because the English was complex, but because they had to think, react, and continue when pushed. That's real English. Now, this isn't a school problem. This is what happens in meetings, in interviews, in real conversations with adult learners everywhere. You're not being tested on grammar. You're being tested on becoming someone in English. That's the skill most learners were never shown how to build. And no amount of grammar lessons can teach that. English fluency isn't about collecting rules. It's about learning to operate inside real situations where you decide, adjust, and react in real time. That fluency doesn't arrive all at once. It grows through use, through feedback, through people situations. That's why I teach through stories, through dialogue, through real moments, because English doesn't live on a page. It lives in tension, in humour, in hesitation. Guidance helps, structure helps, but the work always has to be done by you. So if English feels easy on paper, but frightening in real life, that's not failure. It's feedback. You can't build context alone. You build it with people. That's what we're doing here. Not studying English. We're using it. So step into context. Step into reality. And never give